いつでもどっからでもいいぜ。
Yo. Let's take that down just a bit. What's going on, Poke Bros? We are here for the first game in WWDL, the Worry World Draft League, Season 2. Now, I've got the players up on the screen with their drafts. On our left-hand side, we have Reina with the Terra Captain Urshifu, Rotom Wash, Iron Moth, the Fan. We've got Corviknight, Uxie, Kilowattrel, and Carbink. And on the right-hand side, we've got Alyssa, and she's rocking with Palafin, Zapdos, Meowsk, Scizor, Terra Captain Moltres Galar, Clodsire, one of my favorites, Hariyama, and old Sudowoodo. Now, out of these drafts, let's see, what picks do I like? I like the Moth a lot. Just seems like a real bogus mon to have to face. I dislike Kilowattrel. Now, that has nothing to do with its typing, or its stats, or its moves. I just do not like its design. I think it is uninspired. So I hate this mon. Urshifu, however, is a great pick as well. I think that's a genius pick. Genius Terra Captain as well. And over here, I love Palafin. I used it in game. Not as much as you might think, because you don't switch out in game pretty much ever. Love Meowscarada, love Scizor. From last season, from the first season, I love Galarian Moltres, one of my favorites. Fiery Wrath or whatever, with the flinch. I love that move. And as I said before, I love Clodsire. And fun fact, back when I first played Emerald or Sapphire or whatever, I had a trusty Hariyama in my team. Don't know how I feel about him in competitive. He does not seem to ever accomplish anything, ever. But cool sumo. Let's see. Alright, so, just as a heads up, neither of them are playing on the names that you just saw. Umbri is Alyssa, Reina is Mionda. So, let's take a look. I have not watched these games yet. To get to the replay, I did click it off of whoever won, but I tried to just go, like, a little blind to that. So I'm actually not sure who wins this. Looking at the matchup, we have Mionda brought Urshifu, Rotom, Iron Moth, Wattrel, Corviknight, and Donphan. And that is against Moltres G, Palafin, Zapdos, Clodsire, Scizor, and Meowscarada. Taking a look at this, Meowscarada could be a humongous pain for Reina's mons over here. If this is like banded, which is the Meowscarada set I've always run on the ladder, nothing really comes in. Like, the Moth is 4 times resist, it's still going to take like 25, first off. Second off, if it gets knocked, I think it just dies in 1. However, there is the Corviknight. Again, that doesn't like taking like banded knocks, first and foremost. But if it is banned, it'll be running U-turn as well, probably, so you turn right out into Zapdos and you start to get a really annoying Volt turn going. Donphan does block the Volt switch, but it does not take like multiple hurricanes or anything. It doesn't have recovery. Does this get Volt Absorb? It does. So Kilowattrel can kind of put a stop to Zapdos then. That's fair. And I guess Umbreon would then go into Clodsire. I don't know. Excited to see how this plays out. Again, I don't really know who wins. If I were on this side, I would aim to just blow shit away with Urshifu. If I were on this side, I would aim to hazards, maybe, assuming like some of these they can't all be heavy duty boots. On this side, I would maybe aim to try and do some hazards and then to click buttons with Zapdos, Meowsk. Oh, right, flip turn on this motherfucker too. So this is a good Volturn team, actually. Oh my, I'm like blind as a bat too. Scizor as well. So I don't know if Zoe's going to be staying in with any of her mons ever, but get some hazards up. Eventually aim to sweep with this. I think there's a much. Let's put it this way. I see a much clearer game plan on the other side. I make no bones about probably being worse than almost every player in this tournament. So there's going to be certainly times when I don't understand plays that make perfect sense to someone better. Alright, so let's get started. We get the Wattrel against the Palafin. I guess you just have to switch, right? You get the hero form, you go hard into Clodsire. This probably, if it gets a U-turn, I don't know if it does. Hold on. Okay, coming back, I'm gonna cut out the last like minute or two because I just completely lost my train of thought as I tried in vain to spell Kilowattrel. I do not know how it is spelled, so I'm just gonna go to the dex to see if it learns U-turn. And it does. Okay, so it might have U-turn, especially with Clodsire here. So turn one, I guess Palafin has to switch out. This is faster potentially, and it's not going to want to take a Volt if that does come out. I imagine Zoe's going to go into Clodsire, but let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, so pretty expected turn one. U-turns out into the Donphan. We're going to see Clodsire leave into Moltres Galar as the rocks go up. Hard into the Moth as Moltres gets +2, and okay, that does literally nothing. That is a very poor amount of damage from a +2 Moltres. Is this AV? That would be a funky set. No, it specifically is not AV. Alright, that goes for Whirlwind. We get in the Palafin hero. He takes a little bit of chip. Goes for the flip turn on the expected switch. Rotom happens to be Rocky Helmet, which seems very useful here, considering the Volt turn theme. Clodsire comes out. It's going to probably get up, which it does. Donphan is here. Does it just spin on the Scizor? Yes, it does. +1 speed. It takes Rocky Helmet as well. That is not great. Alright, and then a Defog comes out as the Moth comes back in. We're going to see Clodsire come out as it goes for Morning Sun. This thing is... Hold on. It is not... I guess it has pretty good special defense, but it is not, like, particularly bulky. Those are some strange damage rolls. 42 from +2 Fire Wrath. Alright, Donphan comes in as the Clodsire just gets him up. He's probably just going to spin again. Yeah, no real reason not to. Takes a little bit of chip as the Scizor comes back in. This time Donphan gets it up himself. We see a Thief come out. I suppose that could be predicting knockoff, but I don't really know about that play necessarily. Maybe it was just the thing that would do the most damage to Iron Moth if that came in. Something like that. Alright, instead the Donphan stays in. It goes for Earthquake as the Scizor just defogs. Get a Bullet Punch, not a Roost. I would have expected a Roost there. Another EQ comes out after the rocks get up, but they stay off with Defog, and now, yeah, I imagine Umbreon will just... Oh, I figured they would spam Defog, but no. Bullet Punch into the Moth, who itself has U-turn on the Palafin. Corviknight comes out. I guess this can wall this. We see a U-turn on the Zapdos. That's fairly expected. Now the Wattrel's back out. Ooh, and we actually see a Thunderbolt as it goes for... That does a lot of damage. Okay. Another Thunderbolt. Zapdos roosts. This is... I'm not... I guess it just wanted to get that chip off, and it can't really 2-hit KO it without a... Or Watch Elf can't 2-hit KO it without a crit. I don't really get the game plan here, though. I guess at some juncture, she's just gonna switch out into Clodsire, right? Like that's the... Yeah, and that roost as well. This is gonna roost back to full. And now we see Clodsire? Yeah. T-Bolt doesn't do anything. We're gonna see a U-turn. They're gonna go up. Ooh, this time Urshifu comes in. I guess tired of Donphan hitting into fucking... actually, it would probably kill the Scizor with the spin, be at like nothing, then Meowsk comes in, throws off a knock. Yeah, that would be really good. Alright, Sizz comes in, Trailblaze does not kill, 4 times resist. So he gets the Rocky Helmet on the +1. Sucker Punch comes out to avoid the Bullet Punch chip, and we see Meowscarada. Corviknight comes in, that is the expected switch, as we see a trick, a quick trick. Choice Scarf and Rocky Helmet, that is not great for Meonda here, but Defog comes off, hard into the Moth, that takes functionally nothing again. U-turn comes out, we see the Clodsire, we're going to see a Morning Sun, yeah. And then out into Donphan? Yeah. Rocks go up. We will see a spin here because why not? Oh no, we don't. We see an up. All right, hard into the Moth. That is Boots. Fiery Wrath comes out, heals back to full, maybe potentially prematurely. Another Fiery Dance. Now we see. I'm sorry, Fiery Dance on Fiery Wrath. So let's see. Moltres Galar does not get Roost. Fun fact: it really should, but it does not. Whirlwind comes out, we knock that out. Clodsire comes in, that's not a great result. Let's see, did that catch? No, obviously not, because the U-turn, right? I forgot about that. Don't think that was a great play with Meowscarada, but I also forgot it, so I can't blame him. U-turn on the Clodsire. See the Donphan come out. Earthquake for 17. Hard into the Meowsk. Oh, Rocky Helmet will kill it. Ice Spinner. Yeah. And they both go down. Alright, so at this juncture, let's see. I still feel like some combo of these three should be able to win this. Especially seeing how little the Fiery Dance did on it, and it's now within range of +2. So if Umbreon gets a chance to use Nasty Plot, then the game might be over. Alright, reasonable. This is going to just U-turn. I don't know what this does. EQ should not come out. Okay, Poison Jab. That's cool. Another helmet. Oh, wait, we knew that, right? Yeah. From the flip turn. Another Poison Jab. As Claude is burned. T-Bolt does nothing. Another Poison Jab. I don't really understand this. Clearly the Clodsire will have recover. There's no chance that it wouldn't. Yeah. Alright, nothing's really happening here. Crit, I guess. Poison, okay. So now this is... Pain Split? Rest, okay. So now this is just a PP wasting exercise. Let's see, the Corviknight comes out. Does he... Nope, recover. U-turn, we're going to see another Poison Jab, I imagine. Just throwing it out there, yeah. Ooh, big poison. Oh, big Lum. Alright. Wicked Blow. Now it has to... Yeah, Terra's Wicked Blows. Now it has to touch the Zapdos, which is not a great risk. Sucker. Oh, but the Roost comes out. That stinks. Kilowatt Shell comes in. This does kind of hardwall the Zapdos, like, sort of. I guess you can't say hardwall if there's a sort of qualifier there, huh? Moltres gets the citrus, turns into a fairy, dodges a hurricane, throws off a fiery wrath, 61%, as we see a U-turn getting out of there. Moth now will die when it gets hit. It morning suns, however, in order to live. That comes out plus 6%. Okay, another plot. You're going to see a, yeah, fiery dance makes sense. If you get the +1, that should kill. Yep, and we see Palafin. Yeah, this thing's pretty bulky, so it only takes 22, unfortunately, for Mionda here. CC comes out. We're going to get some helmet. This cannot touch this again without dying. Hard into Moltres, who's at 27. The Moth comes out. Morning Suns. What do we get here? Oh, a rest. Okay. It doesn't have recover, but it does have rest. Or roost or whatever. Sleep Talks, a Fiery Wrath for a quarter. Moth is going... Ooh, I thought it would Morning Sun. It would Whirlwinds instead. We get this Zapdos. It's going to kill this Rotom. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. Huh. Does it not have, like, Volt or T-Bolt? Oh, Discharge. Okay. Yeah, I guess it was just trying to avoid giving Kilowattrel Volt Absorb. U-turn comes out, does 23, not bad, considering it lost the flying type. Throws off a T-Bolt on the Moltres, who is now a fairy, so it's not super effective. Gets the Berserk, Sleep Talks a Fiery Wrath, and survives a Fiery Dance. We get a rest, back up to full. And we see Clodsire. This is going to die in 2. No, I guess not. I thought that was in range. Alright, so it's looking a little grim here. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here. Trailblaze, I don't know, something fucking... Palafin died, and Corviknight is going to go down to Discharge or 2. Yep, okay. Hey, it's a good first game. I did think, looking at the matchups, that Umbree's team had just like a little bit of a clearer path. And it turned out to be that way, but I loved all the Rocky helmets. That was pretty funny. Iron Moth gave a much better account of itself than I would have imagined. Although we could also say that, no, Moltres ended up doing pretty well too. Just a tough matchup this time. I imagine things would go different with a little bit of different teams. But I think that just the combination of threats here was always going to be pretty difficult to play around. All right, that is the first episode, first recap of WWDL. Thank you guys for watching this. Again, I'm going to try and get all of them. I just think it'd be cool to have a bit of an archive of the games in the tournament because it's among friends. All right, cool. Peace.